you everyone for coming. Good evening, everyone. I'm Nihit. So we'll talk about this brand and the hard work which has happened all across a year to create a brand like this here. So the support comes from J. Joshi Infra. Joshi is a group of companies and they are based out of various countries now, Thailand, Spain, Johannesburg. And we have hospitality partners. I mean, they're coming all across from Far East. So the idea was to bring up Belmarose here in Mumbai, and we were looking for a space like this, which finally, thankful to Sahara, we got a place and we created a aura like this for Belmarose. More than a nightlife, Parul, we have been working consistently on the FMB part of it. See, uh, nightlife is one, but we are into more of a culinary part as well. So we have been working in and around on the European and Asian cuisine so far. So that is the major palette. Apart from that, of course, nightlife. When nightlife, so it's always there. I mean, coming to what we have been doing very closely together and seen Mumbai nightlife. So this was a space. Everything was coming to a favor wherein the time part, the area, the location, and everything. So we think yes, we are doing justice there.
There are very few brands which come to India, and especially Mumbai being the nightlife hub. Uh, what makes, according to you, what will make Belmarose different than those other brands?
See, Belmarose is not only about Mumbai. Already we are working in and around with Thailand, Bangkok, Spain, Johannesburg. But then because the roots were from India, so Mumbai was the first city to be targeted to open Belmarose.
So that global appeal and the culture balance, how would that be?
You can see it all across the interiors, what we speak about. I mean, more of a European interiors with Asian cuisine. That's what we are been fusing it up, and which will be seen in our hospitality as well.
So according to you as a global brand, what is the philosophy of Belmarose? Because there's so many, especially in our food, hospitality and nightlife, there are a handful of properties which are doing well.
The idea behind was to promote more food part of it, wherein we are targeting a age group of right from 25 to 45, wherein we would be creating a dining experience for people coming into Belmarose. We are organizing English bands for that matter, as in a conceptual night for most of my weekdays, and we'll be promoting food. That's one of it. Later, with the high energy concept, what we call Belmarose is a high energy restaurant and a bar. So later night it converts to high energy bar. So this is how we are being keeping it up.
What is that main element you think which is going to bring the influence of Far East to Belmarose?
See the very food, the with the yes, my partner Mr. Rajat will tell you more about how we have curated it, and of course that the very feel of the food culinary will give you a space wherein you'll think that okay, we are dining with something, how the cuisine has been kept so far.
Is it going to travel Belmarose to other cities of India?
Yes, the very next project coming up would be Goa, then Delhi, and of course I named international cities before also. So we are working in and around.
Rajni, my next question is to you. How would you describe the concept of food and beverage in specifically in Belmarose?
See, at Belmarose, what we are trying is we are trying a good influence of Asian with the European cuisine. Okay, so prima facie with my travel across Thailand, where we have been managing hotels, infra, and also looking at properties in the Asian countries to open restaurants, and particularly my own restaurant in Pune called Mekong Folks. So we have got very in-depth knowledge about the Asian cuisine. So we wanted to bring that, cuisine, in a form where European and Asian can blend together. So this was an opportunity, where we decided that yes, this can be a platform to bring these two cultures together, because what is most trending today is Asian cuisine, but there are too many places which give only Asian. So the fusion where we have traditional techniques, but in a contemporary way is still missing of these two cuisines. So that's where we saw the opportunity.
Talking about the signature cocktails or dishes, when you create it, what is your what is
See
your
what
experience?
differentiates. Yeah, what differentiates us that in the cocktail program, we have done cocktails around the Roman culture, how they used to drink, how the ingredients which they used to use, all those exotic ingredients how we have used in a cocktail programs. So a cocktail program is divided into three, which further you look into the menu. Primarily it is divided into Roman ingredients, then fire and power. Okay, so there are cocktails listed under those programs. For the food bit, we have got an expat chef, who's worked in many countries abroad, in Europe. So he has been a great help, called Chef Sunil Pandey in curating my experience on the Asian cuisine and his, experience on the European cuisine. So that's a blend, which we have got together, which can be exemplary.
So Belmarose essentially being a nightlife place, does the food and beverage, have a role to play in that, and to what extent?
See, that is where we are trying to, differentiate. So, had it was a club, then definitely, it is not, a very highly focused on food. But we are looking at running lunch and dinner operations, which will give a very different dining experience. And post that, around about, let's say 10:30 to 11:30, we will transit into a high energy bar. So that's where the difference is. It's not that we'll be starting at, let's say, 10 o'clock and be a club till, let's say, 1:30 odd. We're going to be starting with dinner operations first and the nightclub, and eventually move into the lunch operations after some time.
So the whole transition, what would be your recommendation, to people out there who want to come and visit Belmarose and experience the Far East food, beverage, culture?
No, of course, that is, I think along with that, not only the food, beverage, culture, what we are looking at together as a team with Nihit, being on, our board, we are looking at how can we make it very experiential, through events, which are very likely to this culture and what is our concept. So it's going to be an experience. It's not only food and drinks. It's going to be an overall experience, with music, events, in the dining space also. It's not only that the events will happen only in the night, but during the dining also we'll give a very experiential, space, to the diners, right, Neil? Correct.
My next question is, what is your approach to designing the food menu at Belmarose?
So basically, Belmarose being an international brand, the idea was to do global cuisine, but global cuisine with a story. So each dish, we've sort of, like they said, we have done European and Asian, so Eurasian is what we are looking at here. And it is, I think, we've cracked that bit with Eurasian cuisine where we are getting each dish with a story. So whether it is Asian or continental European, the idea is that it matches the brand Belmarose.
Are there any standouts or experimental dishes on the menu, and if they are, would you like
They
to spell
are, yes, and I would not spell them out because I'd really like people to come and see our menu and actually pick and choose from what we think are standout and experimental and give us feedback on how well we've done for it.
That will be my question.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. So how important is presentation and experience in your culinary vision?
I think it's very important because presentation is what is what you see first, before even tasting a dish, and when you're trying to give an experience, to any of your customers, the key thing is that how can you make a very simple dish, look very different and taste very different, so I think that is what most of the culinary philosophy is around, while not compromising on the traditional techniques of the taste. So I think that is the key what we're looking at, and of course the experience is, the service, the food which we're giving, the presentation, and as I said before also, it's the events which will make, a lot of difference in the whole dining space.
And what is the kind of being Bombay and being nightlife and being as a
So I think the idea when you're doing something like this is actually it's more than fusion. It's about translation and sensitivity. Sensitivity to a local palate, to the local preferences, and getting in the fusion in a way that it's exciting yet it's very familiar. So people actually enjoy it, and that's what we've tried to do here. Through my travels, through my global culinary travels, the idea was to bring back a lot of that, and I think we managed that with our head chef. He's also a beautifully trained, experienced, and I think we've sort of got that mark, and we're hoping that locally it is really enjoyed as an international brand and experience. With, of course, different artists coming from across the world, because I think experiential dining takes a lot of time and precision, and that's what we've tried to do.
how much difference does it make as a footfall or
See, location doesn't make a difference. I would not say that it does make a difference. But yes, the experience, not many factor plays role while it comes to nightlife. Like a good place with better amenities like parking. Of course, ample of parking is there with us. Timings, of course, when we talk about Mumbai, half of the nightlife people from Mumbai, they are locally upset because timings are not there. People want to party till late. So we were onto a venue which we got eventually, with Zara. We have the timing to operate till 3 in the morning. And that's the kind of experience we want to give it across. With coming to the event artists, various new artists have came up. Like today even, there is a big event going on in Mumbai. Similarly, these kind of big artists have started coming in up in India. And we have made a point, we are creating an IP to create and bring in those kind of international artists every Sunday onto the floor of Belmarose. That's what experiential subject we're talking about, to deliver.
That is our key highlight of this place. That how do we marry the two and get an output, which is unique. वो हमारी specialty है.
Also, ingredients we are trying to use as much as possible. In fact, I think 99% very authentic ingredients, वो speciality रहेगी in the food.
Lot of imported ingredients we are using.
कुछ वेबसाइट भी आपका या होम डिलीवरी होगा या आना ही पड़ेगा?
होम डिलीवरी अभी नहीं सोचा है. होम डिलीवरी अभी नहीं सोचा है, लेकिन यहीं पे आना पड़ेगा टू एक्सपीरियंस द प्लेस.
all of you to the audience?
Feel it, experience it, and promote it.
And love it, hopefully.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Today is our launch day. I am general manager at Belmarose, so we'll just introduce ourselves first. Chef.
Hi, my name is Sunil Pandey, and I've joined Belmarose as an executive chef.
My name is Anand Iyer and I am the General Manager Operations taking care of Belmarose.
What would you like to say the USP of Belmarose?
So I guess you guys all have got a small sneak peek of what the restaurant looks like, what the ambience is. What we've tried to do is we've tried to recreate a European themed restaurant. So the whole restaurant is based upon a very rich culinary influence that basically turns on to a high energy bar post 11. So you have a mix of a great vibe along with a serene dining setting. So that's what Belmarose is in a small nutshell.
Chef,
So,
what's special in terms of the signature dishes as you like?
signature dishes, as in we have the whole menu is what you can say. The whole menu is excellent, but there are certain signature dishes where we have created some fusion dishes, which is Bombay duck fish and chips, which you can try. It is a must. And then you have a few more dishes like stuffed zucchini flower with passion fruit compote and all that stuff. These are few dishes, and dessert, of course, we have coconut mousse, which is again excellent creation by a pastry chef. So yeah, the menu is basically a mix of your European and your Asian dishes.
Yeah, so we not only focused on the club nightlife, so we'll be more of a dinner operations as well. So we have an excellent menu. So we would request everyone to please come and try when we start off with the dinner operations as well.
So even if you look at the bar program, what we've done is we had made sure that the whole bar program is like split into 3 centers, right? So each has its own distinct profile where we've started with mellow spirits and by the end that you go it gets into more potent alcohol. So the whole idea of having a bar program is you will not see this bar program to be for a constant for a long time. You will have everything freshened up every 6 months. So this makes people coming back to us again and again, and that's similarly I would tell with the cuisine as well. So you're going to have more additions coming in. So at the moment we've just kept a small crisp menu so that it allows the people in the city to come and dine with us, and then we start evolving and then open up, bloom properly.
I think they've said it all. So just come and experience the experiential Belmarose.
No, I think the team has really summed it well. You know, apart from the food and the cocktails, you know, we are focusing on events. Now that is, which will contribute to experience, you know, that is where a key focus is also. You know, so I would like everybody to come and experience, you know, the place and of course give us feedbacks.
So Rajat, again, being selected from Jay Joshi. I mean, this is how we came from. Rajat has been into culinary. I mean, his core strength has been into management consulting. But then he is a restaurateur himself with lot many outlets he's been running here, not in India, but in Thailand as well. So me, you know everything, Parul. I, after a tenure in Mumbai, shifted back to Delhi and started my own company, Pandora Hotels. We majorly doing hotels, F&B, restaurant bars. So Belmarose is one of our projects, what we have started. Together we have started. And my expertise come from the nightlife, the entire set of nightlife, the concept, the very architecture of the place, and wherein his food and culinary is complementing the place. That's how Belmarose we are taking together.
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Was much awaited. I think Mumbai has been looking forward to such an experience from the Far East, and finally Belmarose is here. So been hearing a lot about it. I think the exquisite design, what I've been hearing about, is much to talk about home, and of course the setup, the food, as well as the drinks. So I'm looking forward to a fabulous evening and wishing the team all the best at Belmarose.
या देखो, मैं ना तो दारू पीता हूँ तो मेरे लिए जितने मर्ज़ी खोल लो, मुझे फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता। सो बट मुंबई एक ऐसा शहर है जहाँ पर जब इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड आते हैं तो इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड को मुझे लगता है कि गौरवान्वित महसूस करना चाहिए कि हिंदुस्तान के सबसे बड़े शहर में, हिंदुस्तान की मैं कहूँगा कि इकोनॉमिक जो कैपिटल है, वहाँ पर आके जब ये खुलते हैं तो इनके सक्सेसफुल होने के चांसेस उतने ज़्यादा बढ़ जाते हैं, क्योंकि मुंबई से ज़्यादा वाइब्रेंट शहर कोई नहीं है और यहाँ के जितने लोग हैं उनसे ज़्यादा वाइब्रेंट लोग कोई नहीं है। सो ऑल दी बेस्ट टू द क्लब एंड आई विश कि ये बहुत ज़्यादा चले और ऐसे और इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड मुंबई में आएँ। थैंक यू गाइस, थैंक यू।
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गुड विशेस तो डेफिनेटली हम लोग अभी तक ऊपर गए नहीं हैं, हमने देखा नहीं है, सो विल सी फर्स्ट एंड देन विल डेफिनेटली बहुत सारी गुड विशेस, बहुत सारी बधाइयाँ बेलमरोज को, और ऐसे ही 4-5 और खोलते रहिए।
I really want him to grow. Sorry?
बेलमरोज
बेलमरोज को हम सब की तरफ से बहुत सारी बधाइयाँ देना चाहूँगी। महादेव उनके काम में बहुत सारी तरक्की दे और हर शहर में, हर गली मोहल्ले में बेलमरोज होना चाहिए। So we are wishing them all the very best and good luck and never give up in life if you want to become an entrepreneur. Thank you.
गुड लक गाइस।
No, I have been associated with Sara Star since quite some time now, and I would like to try their cuisine. And I've heard it's Greek inspired, if I may say so. So I would like to go and experience it. Thank you, thank you.
excited. I'm very excited to be here. I don't usually go to parties and stuff. Thoda I avoid them, but today I had to come because it's. I've heard it's a Greek-themed club, so I'm very keen on seeing it. Anything else, Didi? Abhi, Didi. Didi, suggest something then. Something international. That's very difficult. But suggest something ऐसे. एक तो I'm seeing you after so long. Retro. Okay. प्यार मांगा है तुम्ही से ना इनकार करो पास बैठो जरा आज तो इकरार करो मुझे प्यार करो